Good morning, everybody. My name is Leanne Fortunato-Heltzel, and I'm here on behalf of the Peace Pentagon in the Valley of Light. The Peace Pentagon is a conference and training center for progressive programs in sacred activism located in Virginia, in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. And today with me, I'm so honored to have our amazing guest, Shama. She's coming to us from Damanhur, Italy. I adore you, and an amazing soul. Thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So my first question, just because so many people may not know of Damanhur and who you are at Damanhur, can you let us know, what is Damanhur? Where is it? What is it all about?
So Damanhur is an amazing community that I always say is a 360-degree type of experience, because it's a community that requires us to be living together, of course, in homes that can house from 12 to 20 people or something. But it offers incredible opportunities for spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical well-being. We are self-sufficient as a community. We do incredible courses. We have an amazing temple that we use for rituals and for, we invite all visitors to come and experience. But we have many interests in education, in self-sufficiency, in health, in a variety of life-sustaining possibilities. And so it's an experience that is very stimulating, very full. We are all very busy creating this reality because Damanhur is us. We are a community of around 500 people, going to 600. We have many citizens all over the world that are not with us socially, but are with us spiritually. So we go to Croatia, we go to Norway, we go to Holland, we go to Japan, we go to America, because we have initiates of our School of Meditation in many parts of the world, and we go to keep the connection alive and to continue this process of growth that people are beginning when they sign up for this School of Meditation. So it's a very rich experience that Damanhur offers. Stimulating, challenging at times, but very, very fulfilling and satisfying.
Yes,
my role. Yes.
I was just wanting to add that my experience there, I always just describe it as, it truly is the most magical place on earth, because you're aware that you're entering a different paradigm of life.
Yes. It's because we truly try to use magic and positive thinking and all kinds of the laws that govern the universe, and that are laws that help us to create a positive reality and a successful reality. So we are active in a lot of rituality and really social experimenting. And we are very much into changes. Changes are very constant in this place. And Damanhur is a creation of a lot of courageous individuals that are choosing to create a new reality together with the intention of being an example for many in the world that want to be together, create community, reclaim our sovereignty as individual, and self-sustainability. So, but also a lot of spiritual connection with higher forces.
Right. So what is your role as Damanhur?
My role, I travel a lot. I am an instructor of the School of Meditation, and so I go places to teach our philosophy. I'm also an instructor of a number of courses like divination, inner personalities, or past lives. And I keep contact with many people around the world to organize courses. Like, for example, now I will be leaving on the 5th of April to go to the US. I will go through the East Coast and coming back to Damanhur on May 16th. So I'm away a long time, teaching in a variety of places like Atlanta, like Boston, Pittsburgh, New Jersey, and of course also Independence, Virginia,
Right.
and North Carolina. Yeah.
So what is your connection with the Valley of Light and the Peace Pentagon?
The connection is a very friendly one, a very private, personal, and friendly one with Laura and the people there, because they came to Damanhur to visit, and I was their guide to the temple and to experience Damanhur. And since then, we have been very, very connected. And it's always a great pleasure for me to come to the Valley of Light and be able to offer something there. It's a wonderful opportunity. First of all, I love the place. I think it's a gorgeous, magical place. Right there on the New River is just beautiful. And I just enjoy the people there as well, very much. There is a lovely energy, and I totally support the dream that they have as a Valley of Light to bring the light into this great valley and to allow for the integration of all of these different approaches to spirituality. Right. So yes, I come there with great eagerness.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you're going to be coming in May to teach the past life course, correct?
Yes.
And as I understand it, it's a weekend course. I believe it's May 12th and 13th.
Right, it's a 2 days course.
Okay.
On that weekend.
Can you speak a little bit, because when people think of past life, I think there's a lot of reference points to people. I've experienced the past life course with Damanhur, and it's completely different than what I perceived about it in the past. So can you kind of in a nutshell tell us what it is?
The difference is that usually people experience past life through regression, hypnotic regression, and that is one way to experience your past life. What we offer in Damanhur is a conscious connection with a past experience that you have had in another time, in another place. It's conscious because throughout the 2 days, through a variety of means of art, theater, walking, meditation, a variety of ways, we take tiny steps towards discovering this particular life. The difference is that you don't just choose one, that life has already been seen by a number of people here, which are part of the group that we call the Oracle Group. The Oracle Group specializes for the past 30 more years in this particular work. And through divination tools that they have and that they use constantly, they are able, through the birth data of the individual and the photo of the individual, they are able to see the light that arises from that photo, from that information, that only birth information and the photo, the current photo, and maybe a photo of the past. They sit with that individual, that information that they have in front of them, and their divination tool, and as a group, they allow to have this life emerge that they see and that they write down and that they compare with each other. So it's a work that is done, not just a channeling from an individual, but it's a research work done very specifically, and that very, how can I say, checked out by each other to make sure that they all saw the same thing. And this life is the life that somehow this individual is calling to themselves to explore, because it has something for them. It's not that the oracle chooses a life. They see it, they write it down. And so when I come there, I already have a full page of a life description for each of the participants. And I help them to, to find this life. Just like with Hansel and Gretel, I give them little crumbs, little by little, so that they can get activated, they get reminded, they get triggered by the words I give them that belong to the life. And they kind of follow the crumbs until they find this life for themselves. So they discover it within, through emotion, through feelings, through dreams, through a variety of ways. Slowly but surely they discover the life that I already have written for them. And so it's a very powerful discovery. It's a powerful experience that really connects you emotionally to that life and allows you by the end of the 2 days to discover what is the gift that this life is giving you. Why is this life pertinent right now for you? Why is it important for you right now to connect with the part of you within you that has those skills, those abilities, those gifts for you, for this life, for this present life. So discovering past life is not just curiosity, it's a way to enrich and empower the current life with the help of an experience from the past.
That is, Shama, thank you. That's a beautiful, beautiful explanation of it. It's because it's hard to put into words, because I did go through the course one time. I know you go through multiple times and there's different levels.
Right.
I can speak to my experience of actually having my own internal experience of this individual that I was in this other place and time, but I was literally in that experience. I felt like I was in, I'm going to say, his body and having his experience. Then I was able to, it was like he was able to give me a message of something that I did need to understand more deeply about myself. And that did have a huge impact on me. And it was just one of those things, like we have these like pieces of us that we kind of look at and go, well, I don't know why, but that's really important to me. Or I really have a passion about that particular vision. And what came through to me was this reinforcement of how I've experienced that from another life. So it was like he gave me a gift, and I understood myself deeper. Yeah, it was
it gives validation to what you know, what you are, what you do. All of a sudden you say, oh, wow, now I get why I do this, why I'm attracted to that, why I fear this. All of a sudden things make more sense. And then you feel validated in who you are, because this person is very much alive in you and is operating. And now you're conscious about it.
Right.
And it's great.
Right.
And you can use it.
So because there's this process of the photo and the birth date, there's a deadline, right? Of like
There's a deadline.
Okay, so
a month. The oracle needs a month.
Okay.
Because yes, that, let's say Independence, Virginia is not the only course they have to do. There are many all over the world. It's a very popular course, and so they're working a lot, researching lives. And so they do need a month.
Okay.
And so we need to receive people's photo and birth name, not married name, a birth name, date of birth, and place of birth.
Perfect.
And with that information, the photo and that birth information, I create a little file that I give to the oracle, and they do their research work, give it back to me. I translate them from Italian to English so I can be ready to do the course when I come to Independence.
Wonderful. So for everyone that's watching us, you would have to sign up for the course and have this information to the Peace Pentagon to Laura at the Valley of Light by mid-April. So we'll say by like April 13th, let's say that date. And then
Yeah.
that's for plenty of time to put it, all
Yes.
in a file and get it off to you so that you can do your work. So
Yes.
thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has just been, it's always a blessing to see you and spend time with you. And I hope to see you soon. So
thank you.
and for those watching us, for more information, you can always go to www.peacepentagon.net. Thanks so much.